Conversely, if you do bad things, you get negative karma, and people begin to think you're like a bandit. You become infamous. So at level 3 and 6 and 9, every third level after that, you get perks, and the perks start off and they're kind of cosmetic, can help you in small ways, but then eventually perks become extremely important to your character. Now this is to get my feet on the ground, but since I took these tags here, it makes it to where you get double the amount of percentage points for spending points in them, so it just means that you can go up much faster in these skills. So now I have 79 instead of 55% in small guns, which means that I'm going to be able to hit much better. Okay, what am I doing in the way of ammo? 66? I'm doing fine. Alright, they should be awfully happy with me about that. Oh, right. He doesn't really like me having guns out. Let's talk to him, though. Our entire town is grateful to you for destroying the rat scorpions. Thank you. That's pretty straightforward, I guess. If that's the case, I now probably have the acceptance of the village leader here. He might want to continue giving me some more quests to do. What about you, Razlo? Okay. Sample the red scorpion poison. Can you do something with it? Alright, cool. So, he used one of them and he gave me this. I believe in the Fallout universe, this guy might be the first one who actually did that. And I think he becomes famous for it eventually. Am I hurt? Probably. Oh, not very much. He likes to make fun of me. Okay. No. Alright, so then he must have turned the rest of them into it as well. No, he didn't. Oh yeah, he needs me to come back in the morning. So I go to the Pip-Boy, pop this up, and I could wait till the morning. Just sleep right in his office. He's probably pretty happy about that. Alright, I'm just converting all those tails into anti-venoms. They sell, they do all sorts of stuff. This is actually passing time. I might not even be able to do it by the end of today. There we go, see, it's nighttime already. He tells me to screw off and then he's willing to trade with me. Okay, so I don't need these knives at all. So they're apparently worth 80 bucks. I really hate how they use this white text on this like kind of bright wooden background. It becomes very difficult to use that, especially in the low resolution of the game. How much does one of these sell for? Oh, about 50 bucks each. Okay, so let's see how much. Bottle caps right here are the currency of the game. They equate straight to cash. They have one value and that's how they work. How much of this? 284. See, these are expensive right here. And that being the case, I can get rid of some of these. I don't need as many as I have. I mean, 2 is going to be fine. They have a weight, I believe. And I need exactly 4 more. Alright, so back 4 of these, and that's an exactly fair trade. Sounds good. Alright, trying to stock up on stim packs and money is a good idea. You will be if you keep me from my sleep. Now come back in the morning. Alright, I'm gonna sleep on his floor again. Alright, let's save. This guy right here. Hello, stranger. Looks like you're new here. What's your name? I'm Doc Rowdy. Nice to meet you. I'm Ian. Alright, Ian. What do you do here? I was a guard for the merchants of the hub. However, I was shot during a raid by bandits. I've been staying here since the people have helped me to recover. Still, my knowledge of the outside world and my experience makes me useful here. Shady Sands is my home now. Occasionally, I even get to visit Junktown or the hub to do some trading, since I'm the only person here who has ever really left town. That's got to get awfully boring. Sorry to hear about your injury. It's been healing up well, thanks to Razlo. What can I help you with? Alright, tell me about the Raiders. There are 3 groups, the Khans, the Vipers, and the Jackals. They pretty much hate each other, but they all raid Shady Shand. Oh god, that's gonna suck. Alright, thanks. I'm gonna talk with them about, can you give me directions to the Hub and Junktown? Hub is a big trading center for south of Shady Sands. It's run by several different caravan groups of merchants, the Water Merchants, the Crimson Guard, and the Fargo Traders. Junktown is a little south and a ways west. It's smaller, but still a good place to drop in for a drink. It's overseen by a fellow by the name of Killian Darkwater, the local shopkeeper, sheriff, and mayor. Pretty powerful guy. Hey, could you help me out a bit? Your experience would be useful. Tempting offer, since this place gets boring. Tell you what, standard rates, 100 caps, and you've got a deal. How about a piece of the action instead? Alright, I'll help you out in exchange for my share of the loot. Let's go. So, since I had a higher charisma, he was just willing to join me for free. So save me 100 caps, right then and there. Good for me. Alright, now his name is Ian, and he's a great guy, but he actually gets very difficult to keep alive. And just because I don't know, it seems to be okay, like you never get caught for it or anything like that, but basically the only way to trade between inventories, to make him carry stuff for you and stuff like that, is to literally steal things in and out of his backpack. So, I'm not going to let him, you know what, you can have a couple. Their party system works much, much, much better in Fallout 2. So he has a 10mm like me and some ammo, more than enough ammo for what he's going to need. And I think he's good. Okay, we can talk with him, and we can have him kind of do different things. Alright, what weapons are you skilled with? I'm a good shot with just about any sort of pistol, and I can use a submachine gun too. I also know how to handle a knife. This is the worst thing you can do in Fallout. If you give your companions automatic weapons, they will murder you so hard with them. It's just how it goes. They just love to burst everything in the area. Alright, now that I have Ian on my team, where'd he go? Oh, did I tell him to stop? Yeah, okay. Alright, whoops. Okay. So, I think I'm gonna head out to go visit the Khans. Let's see what I can do about them. One moment. Okay, sorry about that. So here we have, these are the Raiders. I'm not sure I'm gonna pick a fight with them. I might accidentally do that. I don't know. Alright. Problem is that I have no armor whatsoever, and they do. Alright. Yeah, you know, I'm not going to deal with this just yet, actually. So, the thing with these guys is that you can actually join them if you wanted to play this game kind of an evil route. Once you do that, though, you actually have to do, like, I mean, when you join those raiders, you have to get, like, the raider tattoos and things like that. So, I mean, once you become a raider, you're a raider. So we went to Vault 15 instead. This is our other objective. Now that I have Ian with me, it might be a little easier for me to take. Rats again! Oh boy, and plenty of them. You gotta be careful in this game because you can actually shoot your companions, and even more importantly, your companions, which have no brains whatsoever, can shoot you. Now this is a mole rat. Mole rats have a lot more hit points. He likes to say things too. I'm gonna kick your ass. The taunts in this game are actually quite nice. These guys don't ever drop anything, I don't believe. Oh boy, flares. Joy. getting ganked by a rat. Close one, guys. Close one. Okay. So, as I clear out this whole area, I'm looking for a water chip. So, according to the storyline of Fallout, before the bombs dropped, they loaded up into each one of the vaults these water chips, and the water chips allowed them to recycle and purify water from radiation, so that people inside the vaults will be able to live in the vaults, generate water without ever having to leave the vault and go into the radiation outside. However, ours bugged out quite a bit early. It was supposed to last for 100 years, and ours didn't last hardly any at all, so now we needed to get out. And Vault 15 is right next door, and they're supposed to have, like, plenty of water chips. So we need to find the one that's in here. And if we find it, we get to save our vault, and hooray. Oh god, they don't have the move function yet. Great. Okay. They've added a lot of things that that people had complaints about in the first Fallout into the second Fallout. Alright, so this right here is an elevator shaft that is quite clearly busted. So we're going to need a rope, and I do not happen to have a rope on me. So, I guess that's the end of this adventure for right here. I need to go get a rope. Sometimes if you put your gun away and stuff, you won't have to do that cute little, like, if you have a gun out, you have to put your gun away before you roll up the thing, and all that does is it makes the animation take longer, so I just keep the weapon away a lot of times. I think the guard at the front of Shady Sands actually sells rope. You can barter with pretty much anyone in game. Alright, 18 bucks. Oh, and he's got more, so let's see if we can steal everything from him. I'll keep that. 40 bucks. Cool. 22. There we go. Let's take his money. Alright, anyways, you were saying? They're to the southeast. Please hurry. I don't know what they'll do to her. Oh, they stole Tandy. That was the girl I was talking to earlier. Right? Yeah. Where's Tandy? Why haven't you rescued her? Yep. Yeah, okay. Need more supplies. Okay, I think it's raider raiding time. And I believe Tandy is the village leader's daughter. I think it's that guy's girlfriend too. I'm gonna talk with him, see how he feels about it.
Thank goodness you came. I am in desperate need of assistance. My daughter Tandy is missing. I do not know what to do.
I think it's safe to say that's her daughter. Okay.
My people are not skilled in this. Already 3 patrols have gone out to look, but none returned. Will you help me?
Okay, I could have taken
Seth
her.
and I believe one of the raider clans is responsible. Retribution for our resistance to them. Take this spear. It was found where my daughter was last seen. Please, talk to Seth. He knows much about these raiders. And Godspeed, Wanderer.
So he gave me a spear, joy. Alright, razor tip, polearm, shaft is wooden. He really is expecting me to use this spear. Okay, well, I'm sure it has much sentimental value to you, but I think I'm going to sell it. So, I've been picking up stim packs that I've been running into because I think I'm going to need a lot of them for this next part. Oh, it's 80? Wow, okay. Oh, 80 bucks for this is probably a stim pack. Yeah, I know. Girlfriend's in trouble. Can I buy everything off of Razlo in here? I wonder if he has more stuff now. Nope, he has 4 bucks. Because I left him with 4 bucks. Looking for Tandy. Can you help? Tandy is gone. I find this